Good morning you guys and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kayla, aka the girl who knots. Today I wanted to do a nice little roundup of all of the patterns that were my best sellers at my market this year. We vended at quite a few markets this year. I think it would have been around 6 or 7 altogether, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I wanted to share with you guys, in case you haven't seen all of those videos, all of my best-selling plushies at the market and share those patterns with you all. We are now coming into the end of 2024, and with that, some of these patterns may have gone viral last year, but they are still my best-selling plushies this year. You can find all of these patterns that I mentioned down below in my description box if any of them pique your interest and you are wanting to try them out at your markets for the end of this year, if you have any, or maybe save them for your markets in 2025. Before getting into this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and I appreciate you. And let's talk about some patterns. The first pattern that I want to talk about is my tried and true little chickens. This pattern had everybody and their grandmas in a chokehold for the whole year, and it is a pattern by Oakandmarlow. I think at every single market, my chickens have been my #1 seller, and by far. In my latest market video, which is my geek markets, if you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. But I took 40 chickens to that market, which is the most I have ever taken to a market before, and I still managed to sell 25 out of 40 chickens, which I think is pretty good. It's very beginner friendly, super easy, super quick pattern, and it is just a standout in my market. The amount of people that walk past and go, oh my goodness, a chicken. It is one of the smallest plushies at my market table, but people will still see it and it will draw people's attention. So highly recommend, and is definitely a pattern I'm going to continue bringing to my markets in future. The second pattern I want to talk about is my general Pokemon patterns. The Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle pattern by ByStitchandSprout. These are plushies that I have taken to 2 geek-themed markets, and they have done so well at both. Relatively quick, it does require a bit of sewing, but it is still a very quick pattern in my opinion. It is definitely a standout for any Pokemon lover. They definitely stop and have the whole conversation of choosing a starter Pokemon like you do in the game. Overall, it is a very good pattern and I recommend it for any Pokemon lover. It would be perfect for gifts as well. Next is an axolotl pattern. It is by Crochet Grove, and the pattern actually comes in like a small pack, which includes an axolotl, a heart pattern, and a little boba tea pattern. I have tried a couple of axolotl patterns, but this pattern I just enjoy the creation of a bit more. It is no sew and very quick to make, which we love for market prep, and they just turn out really, really cute. And especially at my geek themed markets, axolotls are so popular. The amount of children that know what an axolotl is, I think I found out what they were when I was in my late teens, early 20s maybe. Kids know what they are and they love them. Next on my list is actually a newer pattern to me, and that is the Itty Bitty Birds by Crochet Mizadi. I only got this pattern I think 2 markets ago, so I've only had them at 2 markets, but they sell so well. I have only made 3 of the birds out of the pattern pack, and that was a cockatoo, a mallard, and the galahs. I tried to stick to more of the Aussie birds just because I'm obviously in Australia, so the Aussie birds really go over well here. They are no sew and super quick, and it comes with, I think, 12 alterations of different types of birds. It is just a really market-friendly pattern. It also adds so much color to the table. There are so many different variations and colors and options with these birds, and it really just pops on the market table. So I highly recommend it. I will definitely be making more and different types of birds for future markets. The next pattern is also another pattern that had everybody in the crochet world in a chokehold, and that is the Loaf cat pattern by Annie Caraway Art. If you haven't heard of this pattern, I don't know where you've been because it has been everywhere. It is just such a cute pattern. It comes out as like this little chubby, like bread loaf of a cat. It is also very low sew. The only thing you need to sew on is the tail at the end. Once again, the color choices are pretty well endless, and in the pattern you have a choice of making a solid colored cat or a spotted colored cat. My spotted color cats pretty well sell out at every single market that I have brought them to. I believe she has also recently brought out a mini version of the cat, which I am also hoping to get my hands on because I would love a mini cat. Are you kidding me? That would be so cute. And then I feel like you can make so many more because they do take me. I am a very slow crocheter, but they do take me around an hour, maybe a little bit more than an hour to make. Could be a vibe. Definitely gonna check that out and try it out in my 2025 markets. Number 6 in my best-selling patterns would have to go to the Junimos. This is a pattern and I'm going to butcher the person's name who created it, and I am so sorry. MAIKOKO.Studio, I think is how you say it. This is actually a free pattern on their Ko-fi page, and I have now brought these Junimos to 2 different markets and sold out each time. They are relatively no-sew. You do make and sew on the arms, the legs, and the little sprout and leaf separately, but they are still a reasonably quick pattern, and every Stardew Valley lover loves them. My next pattern is kind of a 2-in-1, okay? So the general gist is my dragons. My dragons are definitely, if not my bestseller when it comes to my markets and custom orders. I have used 2 different dragon patterns and I wanted to talk about them both. The first one I want to talk about is a no-sew dragon from Crochet by Jenna. It is a very quick pattern for a dragon, and also, as the name suggests, it is no-sew, which is super, super handy. Once again, the color options are just endless, and you can kind of really sit down and really pump out these dragons if you wanted to. The next dragon pattern is the base dragon pattern that I use for all of my bigger dragons. This has included my mushroom dragon, my strawberry dragon, my Spyro dragon, the bigger one, and my Haiku dragon. I am once again going to butcher this name. Magic Filament. This pattern does require quite a bit of sewing and does take me a lot longer, but I feel like the end result is so worth it. The detail that you can get in this dragon, and as you can see from what I have created, you can use this dragon pattern as the base for so many different creations. A lot of my favorite creations have come from using this as a base pattern, so if you're looking for a more detailed dragon and you don't mind some sewing, I would highly, highly recommend this pattern. Number 9 is a pocket Kirby pattern, which is extremely new, but I did sell out of it, so I thought I would add it to the list. This is a free pattern on Instagram from Nemo Crochet. It is super, super quick to work up, and it just looks so, so cute. I think it would also be a perfect size for a keychain, like a key ring plushie, if you wanted to go that route. It is just an amazingly quick and no-sew pattern that would be perfect for any gaming, geeky themed market, or any market really. Next is the Highland cow pattern from Zero Gravity Crochet. This pattern I have made 3 times for markets, and at every single market I have taken it to, it sells out pretty well in the first couple of hours. There is a bit of sewing to it, but it honestly just looks so stinking adorable. I don't mind. I absolutely love this pattern. I love Highland cows, and it is just, as I said, just so, so adorable. Even though it does have a bit of sewing, it is still pretty reasonably quick to work up. There just seems to be a lot of Highland cow lovers, me included. So I think it is a very, very amazing, cute option for your market table. Last but not least, if you have seen any of my bigger gaming convention markets, I think you'll know the next pattern I am going to talk about. That is my Totoro pattern, and I am going to butcher this name again. Why do I read things? I am so, so sorry. Cajón, verde? Something along those lines. I'm so, so sorry. I will obviously have it on screen, and tagged down below. It is super quick to make. You have minimal sewing. You do make the ears and the little leaf separately and then sew them on, along with the little arrows that are on his body. I have taken this Totoro to both of my gaming markets. I took 4 to the first one and 9 to my latest geek market, and they sell out so fast. It's actually a pattern that I am tempted to try out at my everyday markets that I go to and see how they sell there. As I said, all of these patterns are so amazing, and there are plenty of other amazing patterns that I use in my markets. These just seem to be my biggest and best sellers, and I wanted to share them with you guys. I genuinely cannot wait to try out so many new patterns in my 2025 market journey. I hope this has inspired some of you guys to try out some of these patterns. If you have any best-selling patterns from your markets, please let me know down below in the comments. I always am on the lookout for another good market-friendly pattern. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me to my 2024 market journey. I only had my very first market this year, so I am so excited to see what the new year will bring. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye!